This is Role Designer's Outlier report. It ranks all the permissions in a company from most outlying to least outlying permission. This report is very useful for an auditor to discover risky permission assignments or to prioritize an access review. You can use the outlier ranking as an access risk indicator. For example, the first entry in the report shows the user Barry Barr with the production manager permission and the outlier indicator 51%. Let's put this indicator into context. Here is the permission matrix for the organization unit where Barry works. Users are on the left and permissions are across the top, and blue cells show assignments of users to permissions. Role Designer automatically clusters the core access permissions in a business division, so it's easy to visually identify the outliers. Here is Barry's production manager permission, which we saw in the report. When we inspect Barry's permissions, we see the values of the outlier indicator for each permission. This value gets higher as the permission becomes more exclusive to Barry, and as the similarity of the rest of the users increases. This indicator is good at predicting which permissions are most critical. Conversely, if we want to grant Barry a new permission, we see the match indicator, which is the inverse of the outlier ranking. The match indicator ranks the permissions that are best matched to Barry, in other words, which would be least outlying when assigned to Barry. Essentially, Role Designer predicts which permissions Barry most likely needs based on the permissions of his peers. In summary, outlier analysis lets you identify risky permissions in large organizations using a statistical approach, prioritize an access review in order to address the most critical permissions first, and match the best permissions to assign to a user.